हेलो, माफी चाहूंगा मैं इसके लिए। सबको सुनाई दे रहा है? एवरीवन कैन हियर मी, लिसन टू मी। माय बैड। आवाज आ रही है सभी को? यार थोड़ा अर्जेंट काम आ गया था, आई एम सॉरी फॉर इट। कभी कभी होता है, पहली बार हुआ है मेरे साथ तो। ओके, बिल्कुल रितिका, आई ट्राई माई बेस्ट। हेलो श्री नागनाथ, वेलकम टू द क्लास। चलिए, आप लोगों ने मुझे माफ कर दिया है, मैं आगे बढ़ता हूं। सो एज आई वाज सेइंग, अरे अब तुम बोल के इस सेशन की रेटिंग खराब करवा दो मोहित, है ना? लोगों के दिमाग में आया भी नहीं था, तुम बोल दोगे। यार रेटिंग खराब मत देना भाई, तुम बोल के खराब करवा दोगे यार। चलो जो भी हो, अपन को पढ़ाना था ही, चलो। So the topic that we are going to study is dual nature of radiation and matter. So dual nature of radiation or matter, what is the meaning of that? Basically, we know that light has dual nature. Light can behave like particle, light can behave like wave. So in this chapter, we'll learn a little bit about how light behaves like a particle. And there is talk of matter also. It means that if you have matter, if you have any material particle, suppose this particle you have, can this behave like a wave? Can anyone answer in the chat box? Can Mr. Hulk behave like a wave? Is it possible that there is a wavelength associated with Mr. Hulk? You will be surprised. The answer is yes. Yes, the answer is yes. And that is why this is one interesting thing that we will learn in this chapter. I can behave like a wave. You can behave like a wave. Obviously, my mass is very high, so you will be a better wave than me. Okay. Everything can behave like a wave, that we will study in this chapter. Okay. Chalo. So let us move on. So the first thing that we have to understand is the electron emission. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of electron emission? We know that inside any atom, nucleus is at the center and electrons are revolving all around the center throughout the atom. You know this, electrons are continuously revolving inside the atom. Now, can electron escape the atom? Please answer in the chat box, yes or no. If I have an atom and there are electrons in that atom, can electrons go out of the atom? Yes. Yes, you might have studied this in chemistry. You might have studied this in class 11th chemistry in atomic structure. Have you heard the term ionization energy? Ionization energy. If an electron is in any orbit, a minimum amount of energy you give, it can escape the atom. So that is possible. Electrons can leave the atom if they achieve certain amount of energy. एक minimum energy अगर electron को मिल जाए, they can escape the atom. So how can you give this energy? We are going to talk about that. Methods to supply energy to electron so that it can escape the atom, that is what we are going to talk about. Okay. So as we know, generally in metals, if I talk about metals, they have free electrons. Now this we already know. Okay. RK has written something. Yes, I don't know what you're trying to do. Okay, so metals have a large number of free electrons. You might have studied this. That is why they can conduct current easily. So we already know there are a large number of electrons in metals. These free electrons cannot normally escape. ऐसा नहीं होता कि इलेक्ट्रॉन का मन करे मैं तो जा रहा हूं, आई एम गोइंग. Electron cannot do this. You are inside the atom, you are revolving around the nucleus, there is nuclear force, so you cannot normally escape the atom. There needs to be a minimum amount of energy that should be given to the electron so that it can escape the atom. Are you getting my point? एक minimum energy तो चाहिए होती है. So this energy is called the work function. This energy is called the work function of the metal. Let us look at the definition. A certain minimum amount of energy which is required to be given to an electron to pull it out of the surface of the metal. This minimum energy required for electron to escape the metal is called work function of the metal. So is the definition clear? Basically, if you have a metallic surface, there are many atoms on the surface, so there are many electrons on the surface. So minimum energy that you should give to the electron at the surface so that it can escape the atom is called the work function of the metal, and it is denoted by the symbol phi. This symbol is called phi, Phi. So is the definition of work function clear to everyone? I will repeat the whole thing once again. मैं पूरी चीज repeat कर रहा हूं. First listen to me. फिर कोई doubt हो then ask me. Inside every atom, there are electrons revolving around the nucleus. They cannot normally escape the atom. We need to give energy to the electrons so that it can escape the atom. The minimum amount of energy I need to give to an electron so that it can escape the atom is called the work function of the metal, out of which I am trying to extract the electron. This work function is denoted by symbol phi. For all those who want to understand in Hindi, मिनिमम एनर्जी जो आपको देनी पड़ती है किसी इलेक्ट्रॉन को ताकि वो मेटल की सरफेस से बाहर आ जाए, उसे हम कहते हैं वर्क फंक्शन. सिंबल होता है फाई या फाई नॉट एज इट इज गिवन हियर. अरे चमका. नाउ ऑब्वियसली ऑल मेटल्स आर नॉट सिमिलर, दे आर वेरी वेरी डिफरेंट. सो वर्क फंक्शन डिपेंड्स ऑन प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मेटल एंड नेचर ऑफ सरफेस ऑफ द मेटल. अरे देबूदास जी, ड्रॉ करने की बात आएगी, आई विल ड्रॉ. हैव अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ पेशेंस. इसमें तो कुछ है ही क्या ड्रॉ करूं? व्हाट विल आई ड्रॉ इन दिस? जस्ट रिमेंबर वन थिंग, द वर्क फंक्शन, the minimum energy that you have to give so that electron can escape the atom depends on the property of metal and the nature of surface of metal. Are you getting my point? Property of metal and nature of surface of metal. We are generally talking about metals only, Vijendra. In this chapter, we will talk generally about metals only. But this is valid for all. Chalo. So what is the first method by which you can extract electron? मनोहर जी पूछ रहे हैं which energy? मनोहर जी. Yes, different energy for different metals. Yes, some metals nucleus is very strong, Shaina. Some metals nucleus is very weak. Now Manohar ji, I am talking about the energy needed to take the electron out. एटम में इलेक्ट्रॉन घुसा हुआ है, आपको इलेक्ट्रॉन बाहर निकालना है, तो यू हैव टू गिव इट सम एनर्जी ना. विजेंद्र बेटा कहां जा रहे हो? स्टे ऑन प्लैनेट अर्थ. वी आर स्टडीइंग अबाउट मेटल्स. स्टडी अबाउट मेटल्स. लगा सकते हैं क्या नॉन मेटल्स के लिए? यस, यू कैन अप्लाई, यू कैन डू दैट, बट दैट इज अ डिफरेंट केस. सो हाउ कैन आई गिव दिस एनर्जी? There are a few methods which are standard methods. Okay, so the minimum energy required for electron emission from metal surface can be supplied to the free electrons by any one of the following physical methods. The first and the simplest method is called thermionic emission. If you understand English, thermionic, it is related to thermal. So thermionic emission means if you heat a metal long enough, the electrons gain more energy because temperature increases. If I heat a metal, its temperature increases, I can say energy of electrons inside that metal increases. So when suitable heating energy has been provided, electron can escape the surface of the metal. Are you getting my point? 3 points you have to remember for thermionic emission. When you heat a metal, energy of metal increases. Energy of metal increases means energy of electrons increases. If energy of electrons increases and energy becomes more than work function, then electrons can easily go out of the metal surface. Are you getting my point? Here you can see in the diagram, there is a filament. Bulb के अंदर, if you have seen bulb, बचपन में पीपल यूज टू यूज, आप लोग तो CFL यूज करते हो. We used to use bulb. In bulb there is a tungsten filament. When it is heated, it's sufficient temperature, it emits electrons. तो क्या thermionic emission is clear to everyone? अरे बोलिए. Do you understand what is thermionic emission? Emission of electrons with the help of heat. If I have to write it in a single line, एक लाइन में लिखना हो, I will say emission of electron with heat. इतना ही है. This much only we have to study about thermionic emission because this is not the main process that we focus on. ठीक है ना बेटा. रितिका जी, किसी भी मेटल को आप गर्म कीजिए, इलेक्ट्रॉन की एनर्जी बढ़ेगी. इलेक्ट्रॉन की एनर्जी अगर वर्क फंक्शन से ज्यादा हो गई, इलेक्ट्रॉन एटम छोड़ के भाग जाएगा. सो दिस मेथड इज कॉल्ड थर्मोनिक एमिशन. मनीषा जी, दैट इज ऑल एक्सपेरिमेंटल. आप फ्लोरेसेंट स्क्रीन लगाते हो एंड ऑल दैट. Don't get into too much detail because this is not the main method that we focus on. Let us talk about the second type, which is called field emission. I will add another slide and explain it to you. Okay. What is the meaning of field emission? Let me ask you a very simple question. Suppose I have an electron and I apply some electric field in the region. Will a force act on this electron? If there is an electron and you apply some electric field, will a force act on this electron? How much force? How much force? Q into E was the formula, so E into E. Everyone is correct in that manner. So if I increase the electric field, can I say that the force also increases? If I increase the electric field, can I say that force on electron also increases? So if you place your metal in a very strong electric field, due to the electrostatic force, it is possible that the electron is pulled out of the metal. This type of emission of electron is called field emission. मेटल को हमने स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड में रखा, जिसकी वजह से इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स लगा और इलेक्ट्रॉन एटम के बाहर आ गया. So are you getting my point? I will write it down also. Due to strong electric field, large electrostatic force acts on the electron and the electron escapes the atom. अरे चमका के नहीं. Are you getting my point? And the electron escapes the atom. This is called field emission, or you can say electric field emission. ये भी इतना ही पढ़ना है. This is also not the main thing that we are focusing on. You all know what is the main method that we use, and that is photoelectric effect or photoelectric emission. आपको भी पता है, this is the most important one. This will be the longest one. We will study it in detail. अरे समझ आ रहा है? So let me add another slide. No, Manisha, magnetic field cannot do that. Magnetic field cannot do that. Yes, Yazini, that is absolutely correct. Let us talk about the third type and the most important type of electron emission, which is called photoelectric effect. Okay, so the term that is used here is photo. So the term photo here is not picture, it is basically light. So emission of electron using light using light is called photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect or photoelectric emission, I should write. Emission. Array, is the definition clear? Is the definition of photoelectric emission or photoelectric effect clear to everyone? So what happens? Let us look at it. Suppose you have a metal surface. Suppose you have a metal surface. It is seen that, this was seen by Einstein and he gave this effect. It is seen that when light of sufficient wavelength is incident on the metal surface, electrons are emitted from the metal surface. These ejected electrons are called photoelectrons. अरे समझ आया क्या? जस्ट द नेम आई एम टेलिंग यू. अगर आपको जीवन में कभी सुनाई दे फोटो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, so you should understand what is photoelectrons. The electrons emitted because of light are called photoelectrons. So in order to understand photoelectric effect, you have to understand the particle nature of light first. So let us talk about the particle nature of light. Because till now we have only studied wave nature of light. So what is the particle nature of light? Let us write down the important points. The first important point is that light is made up of fixed energy particles or energy packets which move in a straight line, and they are called photons. अरे ये तो सबको पता था. I hope everyone knew this already. If you did not know, please note it down. Light is made up of energy packets made up of energy which always move in straight line, and these particles, these energy packets are called photons. Okay. Next thing, photons travel at the speed of light. Photons travel at the speed of light in vacuum. ये भी पता है सबको. And what is that speed? C. 3 into 10 is to power 8 meter per second. Very good. अरे very good. Okay. Third thing, do photons have mass? क्या photons के पास mass होता है? Do photons have mass? अरे tell me. Do photons have mass? No. Rest, these are not protons. Don't confuse them with protons. These are photons. So rest mass of photons is zero. Proton nahi beta, photon. And final thing which is very important. Do photons have momentum? Do photons have momentum? Mass तो नहीं है. They don't have mass, that is sure. But do they have momentum? आपका सर घूम जाएगा. Because photons have linear momentum. अरे ये क्या हो गया? Mass zero है. Formula of momentum is mv. If mass is zero, then momentum should also be zero. But no. Photons have zero mass, but they have momentum. And how? That I will tell you just now. अरे वही तो मैं कह रहा हूं सर. So basically, For light of wavelength lambda, momentum of photons is given by de Broglie relation. अरे आपको पता है who is de Broglie? अरे do you know who is de Broglie? De Broglie is the person who said that light has dual nature. de Broglie वो मनुष्य हैं जिन्होंने कहा था that light has dual nature, and he said that momentum of photon in light of wavelength lambda is h by lambda. Are you getting my point? Where what is h? H is your Planck's constant. And its value is 6.6 into 10 raised to power minus 34 joules second. I have written down the wrong symbol here. I wanted to write H. H is Planck's constant, which is 6.6 into 10 raised to power minus 34 joule second. Vijendra ji, जागो मोहन प्यारे, P is momentum. अरे बेटा momentum, थोड़ी तो आंखें खोलो. अरे are you getting my point? So this is a very important point. You know light has wavelength. So for a photon of wavelength lambda, the momentum is given by h by lambda. No, it is joule second only, sir. Why photon has zero mass? Manisha, Bhagwan, God. Manisha, God made photon with zero mass because it is pure energy. Now don't ask me why. You can ask God कि आपने फोटोन को मास क्यों नहीं दिया? Because I don't have answer for it. इलेक्ट्रॉन का मास उतना क्यों होता है? Why proton has a mass of 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg? Because it has. अरे मैं 5 फुट 10 इंच का क्यों? क्योंकि भगवान ने बनाया. That is why photons have no mass. Reason थोड़ी है उसका कुछ. This is basically energy. This is pure energy. Are you getting my point, Manisha ji? अरे हाँ ना तो बोलिए. And note down this very important formula also. युवराज जी क्या हो गया बेटा? डिस्प्रिन चाहिए आपको? दीवार पे सर मार के देखो, सही हो जाएगा. No, Riya, you are not stupid. You are very smart. आप तो बहुत होशियार हो. चलिए. So has everyone noted down one of the most important formulas? Next thing. अभी आपने कहा कि photons have momentum. हम याद रखेंगे photons have momentum. But photons are also energy packets. So de Broglie also told you one more thing. Energy of photon in a light of wavelength lambda, and frequency nu. अरे you know na relation between frequency, light and speed. अरे c is equal to nu lambda. Have you heard this relation? नहीं सुना होगा. ये तो सुना होगा v is equal to f lambda. I am sure ये वाला सुना होगा. Everyone has seen the green one, not sure about the blue one. अरे because speed of light is c, so I write c. And f I am writing nu. Frequency is nu. And lambda is lambda. अरे समझ आ रहा है? For light we can write it like this. So energy of photon was given as h nu. If you know the frequency of light, you can find out the energy of photon of the light. Or you can say hc by lambda. Array, is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? Please note down this formula also. If you know the wavelength, you can calculate energy of photon. If you know frequency, you can calculate energy of photon. अरे चमक रहा है या नहीं? This is kind of revision of chemistry. Childhood memories are getting refreshed, I am sure. अरे है कि नहीं? Are you getting it? Okay. We have not started photoelectric effect yet. ये सब तो हमें पहले से आना चाहिए, before photoelectric effect. Okay. चलो आगे, let me tell you one more thing. बेटा F is frequency, Raj. Frequency. Okay. So in this chapter, what is the unit of energy? Can anyone tell me? What is the unit of energy? Joule. But in this chapter, we will use another unit which is called electron volt. Just remember 1 electron volt of energy, it is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 joule. Everything, all the data in this chapter will be given in electron volt. So just understand 1 electron volt, put the value of E. 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule for this chapter. Are you getting my point? Few more things you should know. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 to the power minus 10 meter. I am sure everyone knows this. And 1 nanometer, it is 10 to the power minus 9 meter. This also you should know. Okay. Chalo. Now for ease of calculation, I am going to tell you one more thing that we use, that everyone uses. We have just found out that energy of photon formula, the formula for energy of photon, it is hc by lambda. So I can write it, it is 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 into 3 into 10 raised to power 8 by lambda into joule. Am I correct? So if you are given lambda, you can find energy by putting lambda in this formula. So I can write it 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 into 3 into 10 raised to power 8 upon lambda. Suppose in the question they are asking answer in electron volt. अरे स्मार्ट गर्ल, पहले सीख लो बेटा, फिर छाप लेना. पहले सीख लो फिर छाप लेना. I'll give you time. अरे है कि नहीं? Suppose I want this in electron volt, so what will I have to do? Multiply, divide by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. अरे है कि नहीं? If I do this, can I write this is electron volt now? So this basically becomes very, very easy. And this becomes 12400 electron volt angstrom by lambda if you put it in angstrom. Or you can write it 1240 electron volt nanometer by lambda if you put it in nanometer. So instead of doing that kachra calculation, we will remember this. And our life in 2021 will remain pleasant. अरे समझ आ रही है आपको बात? Instead of doing all that thing over there, just remember this small formula, because in the question you will always be asked in electron volt only. Okay. चलो अब किसको कौन सी slide चाहिए? I will show all the slides from beginning. This is the first slide which tells you about the momentum of photon. छाप लो जिसको जो छापना है. This is the second slide which tells you about the energy of photon. This is the third slide which tells you the new unit that we will use in this chapter of energy. And this is the last slide which tells you how to calculate energy directly, skipping the tedious calculation. Now let me give you example ताकि आपको कुछ आसान लगे. बेटा nu is also frequency and f is also frequency. राज दो सिंबल यूज कर लेते हैं कई बार. सर रीजन फॉर मोमेंटम ऑन इन फोटोन. मनोहर जी रीजन नहीं होता किसी चीज का. De Broglie defined it in such a way that waves can also have momentum. This is theory by De Broglie. दुनिया में लोगों ने महसूस किया कि लाइट के पास मोमेंटम है. Then they give the theory on it. So observation was that photons have momentum. ये लोगों ने देखा. Because they have momentum, so he gave a theory that waves can also have momentum using the De Broglie relation. ठीक है मनोहर जी. अरे should I give one example now? एक एग्जाम्पल ले लिया जाए. So let us take one example. So the question is calculate energy of photon in light of wavelength 620 nanometer. So what will I do? I will simply say energy formula for nanometer. Which one I will use? 1240 electron volt nanometer upon lambda. I will use this formula. अरे याद है कि नहीं? So I will put it 1240 electron volt nanometer upon wavelength is 620 nanometer. Nanometer will get cancelled. On solving, you'll simply get 2 electron volt. Or if you want to write it in joule, you can say 2 into 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 joule, which is 3.2 into 10 raised to power minus 19 joule. अरे है ना हलवा. It becomes so easy if we directly use it. Umesh ji, that way you will use for angstrom. 12400 is used for angstrom. 1240 is used for nanometer. बोलिए रिया जी. Yes, Riya, you can tell me what is your doubt. Yes, Manisha, it will come in 1 mark only. But this will be used in photoelectric effect. Apurva ji is saying one more question. Okay. To save my ratings, I will give you one more question then. So question is energy of photon in light of wavelength let me say 310 angstrom or 3100 angstrom. What will I say? The energy will be simply 12400 this time. For angstrom, 00. For nanometer, 10. Upon 3100 angstrom. Angstrom will kill the angstrom. And how much you will get? You will simply get 4 electron volt, and that is my answer. कोई दुख? कोई दर्द, कोई समस्या? अरे बोलिए, अरे बोलिए. Then let us do a question on it. So the question is in front of you. Electron volt is a unit of. Wow, that is. I'll give you 30 seconds to think so you don't make a mistake. 74% of the class is correct. So that needs celebration. Very good. So the answer is obviously energy. I don't know what other people are thinking. Any doubts in this? Very simple. I just told you another unit of energy. Yes, this is the first quiz, Ananya. Koi dukh? Any doubts? Chaliye, next question. The next question is an electron of charge this much. We know this. An electron of charge this much is accelerated through a potential of 1 lakh volt. The energy acquired by electron. Now this is a question from electrostatics. Charge accelerated through potential V. What is the energy of charge? I'll give you 30 seconds, then we'll vote on it. Only 48% people are studying in class. Kya hoga? So, if a charge Q accelerated through potential V, then kinetic energy is given as QV. So in our question, energy will be E into V because charge is E. So 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into potential difference 10 to the power 5. 1.6 into 10 is to power minus 14 joule. That will be our answer. Any doubts in this? बताइए. अरे बोलिए. Any doubts in this? सब ठीक ठाक, all good? चलो. So now we will start photoelectric effect. Okay. After 5 minutes, we'll start it. Let me take a quick break. Okay. You can talk to each other, wish each other Happy New Year. Did I wish you Happy New Year? Abhishek ji, kinetic energy is the only energy electron can have. और क्या निकालोगे? Potential energy. Obviously, you have to calculate kinetic energy. Whatever energy you calculate, that is it. वही है सिर्फ, ठीक है ना? चलो, I'll see you exactly in 5 minutes. Do not fight with each other. We will study photoelectric effect after it. Okay. Okay. चलो. Let us move on. शुरुआत करते हैं of the photoelectric effect. So what is photoelectric effect? Now, two terms are there, photoelectric effect. So photo and electric. Okay. Photoelectric effect. Now, this was given by Albert Einstein. Okay. And what is photo and electric? So photo is light, electric is electricity, current. So basically generation of current using light. If I want to say it in a small sentence, I can say generation of current using light is called photoelectric effect. Now, what is the setup for it? Let us look at it. You have a glass tube. Okay. On one side, you take a metallic plate and you arrange a battery with the another plate. Now what is done? Light is incident on this metal face And it is seen that when light is incident on this metal, this is your target metal, due to incidence of light, electrons are emitted. So when these emitted electrons reach the opposite plate, they will obviously flow in the circuit and current will generate in the circuit. Am I correct? अरे बोलिए हाँ के ना. So this is the simple representation of photoelectric effect. When light is incident on a metallic surface, due to energy of the light, electrons absorb the photons and are ejected out of the metal, which reach the opposite plate and flow in the circuit, and current is generated in the circuit. Is that clear to everyone? So this is called photoelectric effect. Now, how does this happen? How does this happen? How does this take place? Let us look at it carefully. Okay. So, first of all, let us talk about the incident photon. Incident photon. Okay. Suppose that light of wavelength lambda, light of wavelength lambda is incident on the metal. Is incident on the metal. Are you getting my point? So suppose I have a metallic surface and light of wavelength lambda is incident on this surface. Can you tell me what will be the energy of each photon? Energy of each photon. Energy of each incident photon. हर photon जो गिर रहा है, what is the energy of it? Very good, Anish. It is simply hc by lambda or h nu, whatever I can say. Yes, Dharmi, that is also correct. I can say energy of incident photon is hc by lambda. Is that clear? Now, every metal will have some work function. Every metal will have some work function. Am I correct? I am saying it is phi. So this is the minimum energy. Minimum energy at which electron can escape. At which electron can escape. Both the terms are clear, I hope, because यहीं पे पूरी कहानी खत्म हो जाएगी. Everything is in this slide only. So suppose I have a metal with work function phi, with work function equal to phi, and light is incident of wavelength lambda. So can you tell me when will electrons get out of the atom? For emission of electrons, can I say that the energy of photon must be greater than or at least equal to phi? If the incoming photon has lower energy than the work function, how will the electron go out? अगर आने वाले फोटोन की एनर्जी वर्क फंक्शन से ही कम होगी, हाउ विल इलेक्ट्रॉन गो आउट? अरे आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? सो कैन यू टेल मी द मिनिमम एनर्जी ऑफ फोटोन, the minimum energy of photon for electron to emit? Yes, Amish, it will happen. क्या होना चाहिए? It should be equal to phi. Am I correct? The minimum value of energy of photon should be equal to phi. So I can say E minimum. Can I say H nu minimum? Because H is constant. So if E is minimum, it means minimum frequency you are using. It should be equal to phi. So mu minimum, I can say it is simply given by phi by H. Are you getting my point? Phi by H. and this is the minimum frequency at which photoelectric effect will take place. अरे समझ आता है कि नहीं? And what is this called? This is called threshold. Threshold frequency. Please remember this term. What is this called? Threshold frequency. And what is the meaning of this? The minimum frequency for photoelectric effect to take place. For photoelectric effect to take place. अरे समझ आया कि नहीं? So if frequency is less than mu minimum, will photoelectric effect take place? क्या photoelectric effect हो पाएगा? If I am using light of frequency lower than this, भले आप पूरे जीवन लाइट डालते रहो, no matter how long you put the light, electron will not come out. If the frequency is less than mu minimum, because that depends on phi, which depends on metal. If your frequency is less than mu minimum, electrons will never come out. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Please say yes or no. चलो बेटा आगे पीछे अभी स्लाइड कर लेंगे. फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड प्रॉपरली. Again I will use E minimum is phi. Can I say E is hc by lambda maximum? Energy will be minimum while lambda will be maximum. Are am I correct? So lambda maximum that you get is hc by phi. Please don't talk with each other. Focus here. Are Yazini, energy is hc by lambda. If energy has to be minimum, then lambda has to be maximum, na? Yes, Manohar, it will depend on color. So this is the maximum wavelength for which photoelectric effect will happen. This is the maximum wavelength. This is the maximum wavelength at which photoelectric effect will happen. Photoelectric effect takes place. Are you getting my point? And this wavelength is called threshold wavelength or cutoff wavelength. Threshold or cutoff wavelength. Are you getting my point? So if I choose a random metal, it has fixed phi. If I use a random metal, it will have fixed phi, fixed value of work function. So it will have a minimum frequency and maximum wavelength at which photoelectric effect will happen. Otherwise, photoelectric effect will not happen. Are you getting my point? बताइए. अरे बोलिए. I will give you example on this also. Okay. Let me give you a very simple example. It will appear simple. So suppose work function of a metal is 2 electron volt. Find the maximum lambda at which electrons will come out. वो maximum lambda बताइए at which electrons will come out. So basically they are asking threshold wavelength. And what is the formula for threshold wavelength? Now we know. Lambda threshold is simply hc by phi. Because this is in electron volt, I will write it 12400 electron volt angstrom upon energy is 2 electron volt. Electron volt will get cancelled out and 6200 angstrom is our answer. Koi doubt? So photoelectric effect will happen for lambda less than, so if lambda is less than equal to 6200 angstrom, electrons will come out. Okay, and if lambda is greater than 6200 angstrom, no electrons will come out. अरे समझ आया क्या? Now tell me which slide do you want to see. I will show you all the slides from beginning. If you have any doubts, please ask. This is the first slide which tells you about work function. This is the second slide which tells you about the minimum frequency at which photoelectric effect can happen, or the threshold frequency. Is that clear? This tells you about the maximum wavelength at which photoelectric effect can happen, which is called threshold or cutoff wavelength. And this is one of the examples of this thing. Okay. धर्मी बेटा मैंने पूरा एक्सप्लेन किया था. दैट वाज द होल डेरिवेशन. नाउ यू आर आस्किंग व्हाई इलेक्ट्रॉन विल नॉट कम आउट. क्यों नहीं आएगा? What is the meaning of this? Should I teach the whole thing again? फिर से पढ़ाऊं क्या मैं? बेटा जब मैंने आपको यहां बता दिया, when I have told you this, that maximum wavelength at which photoelectric effect takes place is this, तो इससे ज्यादा वेवलेंथ पे फोटो इलेक्ट्रॉन क्यों बाहर निकलेगा? बिकॉज दिस इज द थ्रेशोल्ड वेवलेंथ. आई एम इक्वेटिंग द एनर्जी ना बेटा, शुरुआत से ध्यान देना पड़ेगा. आप चाहो कि एक लाइन में बता दो पूरा, यहां पे बताया था आपको. इट स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम दिस स्लाइड. आई टोल्ड यू दिस इज वर्क फंक्शन. देन आई टोल्ड यू कि भाई इलेक्ट्रॉन बाहर लाना है तो एनर्जी शुड बी ग्रेटर देन दिस. So minimum energy should be phi. So minimum frequency should be this. So maximum wavelength can be this for which electron will come out. If wavelength is greater than this, electron will never come out. Are you getting my point? बोलिए. बेटा वो सब आगे की बात है मनोहर जी, एक क्लास में सब नहीं हो जाएगा. इंटेंसिटी फ्रीक्वेंसी आगे देखेंगे. दैट इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग. पेशेंस जरूरी है. ओके चलो, लेट मी गिव यू वन मोर एग्जांपल देन. Let me give you one more example. Okay, suppose the minimum frequency or the maximum wavelength for photoelectric effect to happen, is 310 nanometer. So find the work function of metal. Find the work function of metal. आप लोग बताओ. I will turn on the chat in a few moments. Then write down your answer. Okay. Or let me give you options rather. Okay, chalo. Mark your answers. A, B, C, D. Mark करो. चलिए 5 more seconds. Mark your answer. 5 more seconds. बढ़िया. 64% at least did it. Very good. So the answer is C. C is the answer. Why is C the answer? Because we know lambda threshold is simply given as HC by phi. So phi you can say is 1240 nanometer, because nanometer is given in the question, electron volt by lambda. Put the value 1240 nanometer electron volt by 310 nanometer, and you will get the value of phi as 4 electron volt. That is our answer. Any doubts in this? अरे बोलिए, कोई समस्या? अरे कोई कष्ट, कोई दुख? किसी को पूरे लेक्चर में कोई डाउट? एनी डाउट इन द एंटायर लेक्चर? सब सही है? Okay, so let us see what we have studied today. We have mainly focused on the term work function, which is fixed for a metal. Okay, हर metal के लिए fix है. And we have studied about the properties of work function and ways how to remove electrons, out of which most important is the light, which is photoelectric effect. Now we will study Einstein's equation of photoelectric effect in the next class. We will do many questions on it, क्योंकि बहुत सारे questions करने के लिए you have to study first, ना? So we will study the effect of intensity, we will study the effect of frequency, we will study the graphs which are asked in board exams most importantly. Okay, and we will also do questions on this equation of Einstein, which was given of photoelectric effect. What is the energy of electrons? Okay, I also love modern physics, Anish. I also love it. है कि नहीं?